Well, I thought the house was absolutely beautiful. The annex was absolutely perfect for our purposes, for holiday letting. It suits me perfectly. The kitchen, possibly a little bit too small for Susan, although we could extend that. That could be extended.
I really liked the house. From when we first arrived and looked at it, I thought, this looks really nice. The bedrooms are a little bit smaller than I would have liked. And it's a shame because I really do like the house. It feels nice, but not quite big enough, I don't think.
Hey! Happy?
Yeah.
Good start?
Yes,
yeah.
very good.
Oh, it looks like he's convinced her. Anyway, listen, your tandem awaits.
Right.
Okay. Don't look so excited. Let's jump in the car. Come on.
Right.
Lying between the Malvern Hills and the Cotswolds, the Vale of Evesham is often referred to as the fruit basket of England. In the heart of the Vale, on the banks of the River Avon, is the historic town of Evesham, a trading hub for local growers since being granted its market charter in 1603. In the 1800s, the area was noted for its pears and apples, but by 1910, plums were the main crop. In the spring, the Vale's flowering apple and plum trees come into their own, and the orchards can be explored thanks to a designated Blossom Trail, a 45-mile route that takes in the towns of Evesham and Pershore, as well as the Cotswold village of Broadway. We sent keen cyclists Peter and Susan to meet horticultural crops consultant John Edgerley to take a tour on two wheels and discover more about the Vale's plum-growing heritage.
So is it a particularly good area for growing plums?
It's a very sheltered area, sheltered by the Cotswolds and the Malvern Hills, and we've got deep, fertile clay soils as well, very moisture retentive. And of course we're close to conurbations like Birmingham and the West Midlands as well to buy the fruit.
Worcestershire's orchards, including those along the trail, have declined by over 75% in the last 50 years. This is mainly due to redevelopment of land for housing and the increase in imported fruit from abroad. However, schemes such as the Vale Landscape Heritage Trust, manned by local volunteers, have been set up to rescue the old orchards.
This is Hipton Hill,
Right.
and we've got about 70 acres of plum trees here. We bought this about 4 years ago, and it's in a complete state of disrepair. And so using volunteers like you see behind us, we come in one day a week and we've gradually tidied it up, and then we bring sheep in as well to keep the grass down. Yes. Because we are funded through the higher level schemes, we are basically a conservation trust, so we're looking after the wildlife as well as everything else.
Attract wildlife too.
Yeah. And of course the dead wood in orchards is very handy for a threatened endangered species called the noble chafer.
Is that a bird?
It's a beetle.
Oh, a beetle?
Yeah, it's a very small green beetle, very difficult to see.
Yeah.
But when you look inside dead wood, you can find the little pellets where they've been feeding.
The Pershore plums grown here come in 3 varieties: Evesham Red, Purple Pershore and Yellow Egg. The Yellow Egg plum has one major advantage in that it's self-fertile, so doesn't need another nearby plum to create fruit. After the picking season in August, the fruit is sold locally at farm shops, markets and the annual Plum Festival in Pershore. Mainly used in cooking, they're especially suitable for pie fillings and for making jam.
Right, I'm eating this. Oh,
Lovely plum flavour in there, isn't it?
I've never had a yellow plum jam before.
No.
Well, we've certainly given Peter and Susan a taste of this beautiful countryside, and here's hoping we can find them a plum property as our house hunt continues. We've travelled 3 miles south of Evesham to the village of Sedgebarrow. It's set in beautiful countryside with access to the Witch Avon Way, a 40-mile walking trail between Droitwich Spa and Pershore. The community's amenities include a 14th century church, a local store and a pub which offers quiz nights, live music and real ale. Our second house is the village's former mill, a property set over 3 floors with plenty of room inside.
That looks big.
It's vast.
An old mill, is it?
It's an old mill. You gonna have a look?
Yeah, let's.
Come on, let's get it out. There's horrible rain. This property is overflowing with potential, and there's a lot of flexible space in here. So come on in. substantial boot room.
Yeah.
The first thing that struck me was that old mill wheel.
Oh.
14-foot diameter, that is. Largest mill wheel in the county.
Really?
No.
Yeah, it's true. You show off to your sister. What do you think?
I like in the space. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Nice floor.
Yeah, it
nice
is, isn't
stone
it?
floor. Yeah.
It's a very country house.
Yes.
Yes.
Come on, let's go upstairs. With Peter and Susan already impressed, let's see what they think of the living space, which, in this house, you'll find mainly on the first floor. I was going to say, how are you with stairs? Because there are quite a few of them.
All right at the moment.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's the same kitchen as we've got at
From
home.
very good.
Is it? The same kitchen you've
unit.
got at home? You're going to say it's too small for you?
It is small, but it's kind of a nice I don't know, there's something about it which I quite like.
What is that, do you think?
I don't know. It's very, I think because there's this seating area here.
It's lovely, isn't it?
Yeah.
Are you one of these cooks then that, you know, when you're in the kitchen, you like to be part of the conversation as well?
Definitely. Yeah,
Absolutely.
yeah. I don't
Yeah.
like to be in the kitchen, everybody else is in somewhere else.
Yeah.
It seems very small to me, to be honest.
Well, this is one thing about the property. There are probably about 2 or 3 rooms where you could actually put a kitchen.
Start a kitchen
Which
for a
would
brand new one.
be incredible. There's so
Yeah.
much space in this house. But it's quite interesting. You should have seen his face when you said, "Oh, I really like it." He was like,
Yeah, I was amazed.
So opinion is split over the kitchen, but let's see what they think of the rest of the house. Starting with the dining room, and it's safe to say that this home is just brimming with character and features left over from the past. I really like this room.
I
Yes.
think this would work better as a kitchen diner.
Yeah,
Maybe
well-
have that as a little office sitting area.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
What did I tell you? Potential.
Potential.
You could knock this down,
Yeah.
make it one big, huge living space, open space, if that's what you wanted.
Yeah, but it's quite a big room anyway.
Massive,
Isn't it? Yeah.
Yes.
It's totally blank canvas.
I'm liking the size of the rooms.
It should be a lovely living room.
Yeah, come on, let's go.
Okay.
Back through the dining area and up a flight of stairs, we get to the family bathroom, which adjoins the very spacious room where Peter and Susan could be sleeping.
Oh, this is a nice size, isn't it?
Tiny, isn't it?
Size. No, good sizes, isn't
It's
it?
fabulous. Yeah.
Lovely.
The current owners have 3 sons, so there are 2 bedrooms upstairs,
right.
2 double bedrooms upstairs that are serviced by one staircase, but there's also another bedroom serviced by the staircase just behind that wall,
Oh, right.
which the current owners have put in.
Yeah.
So you could either keep it as 3 bedrooms, or you could take down the staircase, make more storage space, whatever you want, really.
Yeah, there's plenty of room to sort of put your own stamp on it, isn't there?
Isn't it? Yeah.
Yeah,
Plenty.
it's much bigger than our present bedroom, that.
And if they thought the bedroom was huge, wait till they see the room I've saved until last. It's back down on the ground floor and surrounds the old mill wheel, but I don't think they'll have ever seen anything like this.
Whoa! Wow, wow, you are.
Oh,
Yeah.
yes. Lovely, isn't it, this?
It's massive, isn't it?
It is, isn't it?
At the moment they've got it as a sort of den for the boys.
Oh, right. Yeah.
It's astonishing. I wasn't expecting this at all.
So you like this space?
This would make a fabulous kitchen. Yeah, it's marvellous.
Good.
It's good.
We like that.
Yes.
Well, that room certainly made an impact on them, and they haven't seen the annex yet. This adjoins the double garage that was high on Peter's wish list, and it's converted from the old stable boy's cottage.
Oh,
Very nice, isn't it?
yeah. Good sized kitchen.
Yeah.
Area.
Yeah.
Nice little living. It's cosy, isn't it?
It is, isn't it?
Yes.
Got the
It's very
downstairs
bright.
bathroom there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So TV, whatever you want to call it, living area there.
Yeah.
And a good sized bedroom upstairs as well.
Great.
Which I'll let you have a look at after.
Okay. Yeah.
But this is, you know, you could bring someone in here straight away, couldn't you?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
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 Yeah. You could just up and running, really, isn't it?
With the annex going down well, there are just the grounds to see. These include a triangular-shaped garden with the original mill pond and a small lawn with decking and seating areas. Across the lane, there's also a 60-foot-long paddock. So, as you'd expect with this property, your outside space isn't one level.
No, it's not very big either.
Not big enough?
No.
Well, actually, this isn't the entire outside space. If you noticed, as we walked down that little pathway towards the front door,
Yes.
there was a little paddock area.
Yes, in front.
Yeah,
Yes.
that's
across
also-
the lane.
That's it. You were
Yeah.
taking it all in,
Yeah,
weren't you?
yeah, yeah, yeah.
Well, that's
And
also...
I'm thinking to myself, I don't like gardens across a road.
There we go, right. But I'm just letting you know that it's
but
there.
there is land.
Yes.
Yeah.
What do you reckon it's on the market for?
Well, I'm hoping it'll be on for about 475, considering how much I would like to spend on it to get it as I want it. Do you?
Well, I would say 400,000.
You're way off the mark. It's actually the top end of your budget at the moment, £595,000.
Gosh.
Well, there are a couple of rooms you haven't seen.
Oh,
I don't think
right.
they'll sway you, but why don't you make your way back into the house and
Okay.
through the annex, and I'll come and find you.
Thank you.
At £595,000, this is still £5,000 under their maximum budget and offers them a massive amount of space and potential. It has a huge and flexible living area, a character kitchen with plenty of scope for a larger one, 4 bedrooms in all, a double garage for the bikes, and a ready-to-rent annex.
Well, with this second house, my first impressions were it's very big, lovely sized rooms, bit of a strange layout. I thought having the kitchen, a very small kitchen area upstairs, where you could perhaps have made one of the bigger rooms into a really stunning kitchen, which would be my idea.
I really do think it's very, very attractive. Nice larger rooms, an annex, which is what we want. We would want to probably remove the present kitchen and put it in one of the bigger rooms. For it to work for us, we would have to make substantial changes.
Well, I'm topping up my tan. I could have been in that public house having a drink.
You could, couldn't
It's
you?
been tough.
You've been very good.
You've seen enough?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay, 2 very different properties, so don't even comment about either of them
Okay.
just yet. Let's regroup and we'll do it again tomorrow, shall we?
Okay.
Yes.
Come on
Yeah,
then.
thank you.
I'll drive back.
Oh,
Good.
thank goodness.
As dusk falls over the stunning Worcestershire countryside, it marks the end of the first day of our property search. Retirees Peter and Susan are heading from Ulverston in Cumbria to the Worcestershire countryside for a big life change. They want to be closer to family, but also in a good spot for setting up a holiday-let business too. So far it's been a story of 2 kitchens, one they felt was a bit small in a blacksmith's cottage, and a potentially massive one in a converted mill. But coming up, the mystery house is bordering on perfect for them. Is this kitchen big enough?
It is, Aled. Well done.
Well done.
And I experience life as a troglodyte in one of Britain's most ancient dwellings. So here we go, it's day 2 in our search to find Peter and Susan their dream house here in the lovely county of Worcestershire. Now, positives were definitely taken from the 2 properties yesterday, but one thing is evident. When it comes to one room, Susan won't budge. Yes, kitchen is king. So bring on the mystery house. Why is it a mystery? Well, it's not even in Worcestershire. Uh-oh. It's part of a terrace. Double uh-oh. It's got a lovely kitchen. Hopefully, it'll cook up a storm. Do you think that the whole annex idea is getting in the way of you finding your dream property?
It could be.
Yeah, maybe we should sort of scrap the annex idea and buy a nice house and a separate property to rent out.
Really?
Maybe.
To reach our mystery property, we've made the journey across the Worcestershire border into Herefordshire, 21 miles from Worcester and a short drive from the market town of Ledbury. But we're also a mere 5 miles from Susan's sister in Welland. Ledbury is home to a large number of timber-framed buildings, the most outstanding being the Market House, which dates back to 1617. As far as amenities go, there's plenty to do here, including eating out in a brasserie, live music at the pub, or a taste of local history at the Folk Museum. The Mystery House itself is set in a quiet, rural location, within a complex of barn conversions surrounding a courtyard, and dates back to 1866.